Aces Liberty rivalry shows just how quickly championship windows can shrink as injuries, chemistry issues persist. New York. The stakes were vastly different. The competition level was not. The New York Liberty held onto their precarious slot as a top-4 team with an 87-78 victory at Barclays Center on Tuesday, while their rival Las Vegas Aces dropped below .500, on the cusp of missing the postseason. It's a far cry from the elite battles of seasons past that determined which team held finals home court advantage over the other. Instead, this clash, lacking much magnitude and closing in on the All-Star break, drove home the fleeting nature of championship windows. The Liberty, 13-6, favored to repeat, haven't been fully healthy since their season-opening win over the Aces, 9-10. Las Vegas, a juggernaut if not a modern WNBA dynasty, largely looks like a shell of itself. Challengers and challenges await at every turn. A drizzle of adversity quickly becomes a storm, and it can happen at any time. The Aces hit another stumbling block when reigning MVP Aya Wilson fell hard late in the first half and did not return with a right wrist injury. She returned to the bench in the fourth quarter with a wrap around it and a towel draped on top. Head coach Becky Hammon said she will have an MRI. Liberty head coach Sandy Brondello understands well the challenge of rotations roiled by injury. She rolled out her 9th different starting lineup on Tuesday night, through no tinkering choice of her own. Point guard Natasha Cloud did not participate in the media viewing window of shoot-around as a late addition to the availability report with a left hip injury she sustained in Sunday's 79-70 loss to Seattle. Brondello said 2 hours before tip that the swelling had not subsided and Cloud, whom they acquired in a trade to slide into Courtney Vandersloot's spot, did not play. It is the 20th game missed by a Liberty starter, and the 31st overall, not including the loss of Betnijah Laney Hamilton for the season. Just another wrench in the woodwork, Brondello said. The reigning champions are 7-0 with their starting lineup and 6-6 when missing at least one. Leonie Fiebig, who earned her starting role in the playoffs, missed 7 games while competing at Eurobasket for Germany. Sabrina Ionescu sat out a game with a minor recurring neck issue. Reserve Nyara Sabali knee has been in and out. The massive absence is center Jonquil Jones, their quiet double-double machine, leading the team in on-court plus-minus 14.1, by a large margin alongside Fiebig, 11.4. Jones, the finals MVP, missed 2 games in June with a right ankle injury and re-injured it weeks later. Out since June 19th, she's trending for a return after the All-Star break. The Liberty are 4-5 without her. She changes shots at the rim and the ability to rebound, and you realize how important she is to how we're built, Brondello said. The Aces championship build began in the late 2010s, when 3 consecutive number 1 draft selections of Kelsey Plum, Wilson and Jackie Young developed into the league's first back-to-back champions in more than 2 decades. Though unfair to call 2025 a rebuild, it's proving to be a lengthier renovation than most might have expected. A lot of corporate knowledge walked out when we lost KP Plum, Alicia Clark, Tiffany Hayes and Sydney Colson, Hammond said ahead of tip-off. It just takes time and not everybody reads at the same level, you know. So we're trying to get everybody on that even playing field, and we're just trying to talk each other through it and help each other through it. Plum's request for a sign and trade broke up the core 4, as well as the starting 5 that won the 2 titles. The Aces acquired Jewel Lloyd in the deal, but the 2-time champion hasn't fully settled into her standard scoring performances. Despite that sole change, the Aces starters are averaging 10 fewer points from their league-leading 71.4 points per game a year ago. They plummeted from the top third to the bottom third in average assists and field goal percentage. I'm used to this team, Chelsea, Aya, Jackie, reading at a PhD level, Hammond said. That's the kind of basketball players they are. And I think we've been reading more middle school level the last few games. Losing their top 3 reserves in 6th player winners Alicia Clark and Tiffany Hayes, as well as defensive menace Sydney Colson, has taken a toll. And after a 3-peat failed at the hands of the Liberty in the semifinals last year, the Aces' 2 top assistants, Natalie Nakase and Tyler Marsh, left to begin their own head coaching careers in Golden State and Chicago, respectively. It's a whole lot of teaching, Hammond said, even this deep into the season and given their trade last week for forward Nalissa Smith, who made her second start on Tuesday. Everybody's still trying to learn each other, find that rhythm, and trying to find that connectedness, Hammond essay.